Greetings, fellow traders. Bubblehead here, and it's time for the lunchtime market update for Thursday, December 26, 2019. I know it feels like Monday, but it's Thursday, and so we get to take advantage of all that theta that's gone away for some momentum moves. So we'll take a look at those in a little bit, but before we get started, everything we're going to talk about today, of course, is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. All right, let's take a look at the S&P so far. So again, from contraction leads to expansion, right? So we had very, very contracted days, right? We finally got a little bit of a move, and imagine that it's moving with the trend, right? So we have an all-time high now and a pretty decent move today, 8-point move. It's better than the 5-point moves that we had. That's definitely, SPX is definitely up. Not significant moves like this one, but it's the ones that have been carrying it. The ones that are up, of course, are Apple. Okay, so Apple had a real nice move today. Actually, a measured move off of Monday's move, so up, sideways, and up, right? So big move today on Apple so far. Let's take a look at that price action to see what happened here. So kind of the big thing with Apple, again, this is one of those hot ones that basically we talked about window dressing last night on our free YouTube live stream, and we talked about that Apple was probably just be one of those ones that they carry up into the end of the year, right? There's no reason not to be in it for the institutions because it's had such an epic run. Why would they want to finish the year and be like, well, why didn't you have Apple, right? So when we look at that, we see that it was gapping up slightly this morning. We had a pretty big pre-market box at the all-time high. It broke through that on our 15 orb and then gave a real nice move up today. So that was one of the significant moves today. Amazon. Guys, it's a pretty incredible move all here. It's basically tapped all our levels today that we've had recently. This one was up on the increased sales, holiday sales, right? So it was ready to move, right? We talked about it the other day in our group. We're saying, look, Amazon's been compressed. When's it going to start acting like Amazon again? And so that happens a lot when you see this on the daily, right? When you have these compressed moves, you see these big gaps. Now, two of the key things we want to see is we pushed through this level right here at the open. So you can see, how significant this was, like right there. It was right through those levels right at the open. Okay, and then so additionally, right, we have this. This was really the key re-entry level. If you missed the momentum move at the open, that's cool. It goes really fast. But we had this tweezer top right here that we pushed through, and look where it had the confluence with. It had confluence right at the 200-day moving average, right? So that's a really significant level for Amazon to get through today, and it essentially gives it like that gap and go move. So let's take a look at that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here on the 15, and these are our levels that we provide to our members. Well, let me just kind of show you these pink levels this morning. So that first one was right through the pre-market levels, right, and it gives us our 15 orb, right, and it gives that first move up, right, to test that prior tweezer top level that we just looked at. And interestingly enough, it gave a tweezer top right here, but what we really like is this pullback right here, compressed. It gives nice inside 15, right? And then it gave that breakout move right here for another push to the upside. So that was one that we pointed out in our group today, and it gave a really, really nice move to the upside. If you think about it, just from that move right there was about 25 points to the upside. So even if you missed the first 25 points today, or the first 25 points today, there was still a little bit more left in Amazon. So really, really impressive move on that one. One of the other ones I just wanted to point out too is Tesla. This is one of the ones that, again, probably the institutions wanted to at least have a little bit of today. Even with a potential kind of low volume-ish type holiday day, this is just one of those ones that's been just kept on going, right? It cleared its all-time highs. What institution would not want to be, oh yeah, we had Tesla, we really believe in it, that type of thing. The ones that have been, kind of making fun of it all year. But at the same time, we saw that nice move today as well. We had a 15 orb, cleared all the pre-market levels off this 15, inside 15, through the 15 orb up, and gave a nice move back. So now it's back in the range right now, but still certainly a significant move this morning. So from there, a couple of chart requests. We have Square. Okay, so Square has actually been pretty bearish recently. You go to the charts right here. We've looked at it. It had a nice breakdown move. We had it on our short radar recently, and it basically hit our target, right? It filled this closing gap down here, this open gap down here, tagged the cloud, and gave a big reversal day on Tuesday, and got a little bit of follow through today. So again, but it was mostly contained within this 15 orb range. Again, you could look for a momentum move through the pre-market levels to get that spike up, but then it quickly reversed back down, and it's kind of with its, chopping within its range right now. So we'll see if it has any more in it to go. Roku is another one. Of course, this is one of our go-to list stocks. Generally, just kind of the two big ones that are moving were Apple and Amazon today. Lots of flow into those today, right? So we had a real strong day on Roku. Right, on Tuesday, right, increased volume, nice green candle, right, closed over some key levels, and basically it came right into resistance, right into these levels right here, and then pulled back off of it a little bit. So once it got to those levels, right, that key resistance level right here, we could see the pullback right here, then an inside 15 and 15 order breakdown for a little bit of a move on that one. And let's see, oh, shop. So shop guy is really interesting. So this one ended up violating what I thought was what was happening on an Elliott wave analysis on this. We were really looking at this as being a potential zigzag move, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, A, B, C. But the wave B should not. The macro wave B should not have gone past the highs here, which would imply that the zigzag was actually over here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is rare to see a move that is not of equal length as the equal distance as the first wave A down. So ultimately, what it looks like for shop is that it's gearing up for a move up, right? So this, to me, it looks like it did finish a wave 5 up here. So that could be a potential wave 1, right? We may see a wave 2 pullback, which still could bring it back to the 618 retracement of that, and then continue to work its way up. But again, it's been bullish till proven otherwise. We have actually a new trend line here. So we're still holding that, and we're holding the macro trend line. So again, Elliott wave is great, right? Obviously, in theory, everything is good, but until you can actually see the breakdown through these levels, right, there's really no reason to take a short on that, right? So so we have the upper shadow right here. It is showing some resistance right here, but again, the trend is still up until proven otherwise. And then we got an interesting chart because IIPR. So this one's pretty interesting, right? It's going ex dividend soon, so just be careful with that. But this is been kind of working its way down here, right? Broke out of its trend line on this candle right here, gave a nice little close above it with a little momentum hammer, and then worked its way up and got all the way to the cloud today. So let's take a look at the 15 orb on that one just to see how it behaved. Right, that was that little pullback right there, and then today, nice 15 orb and kind of working its way up on this one. Very, very interesting one there. So great chart request today, guys. Awesome action today on some key names. A lot of the other ones were just pretty muted, like your Netflix, your Nvidia, things like that. Boeing. Let's just take one more look at Boeing here. Again, this is probably one of those names that nobody wants to hold into the end of the year. We have our inside 15. We're kind of chopping around that range. Let's see if we break down, but you see I already have an alert on it. Let's see if we break down below that 15 orb today to see if we can fill that closing gap below around 328. So that's going to be on the radar this afternoon. Other than that, guys, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. We'll see you on the daily market update at the close. And I hope everybody has a great and safe rest of your trading day today. And remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And I'll talk to you soon.